This video provides an overview of basic how-to steps for installing a CoverLite Polycarbonate Square Wave Sheet. CoverLite Polycarbonate Square Wave Sheet is ideal for greenhouses, skylights, deck covers, and other DIY applications where excellent light transmission is needed in a lightweight sheet. For the purposes of this video, we will be simulating the installation of a 12-foot by 8-foot polycarbonate deck roof. CoverLite corrugated sheets require no special tools for installation. Common tools needed are circular saw, drill, tape measure, utility knife, straight edge, tin snips, sawhorses, and a ladder. Most projects will require one or more of the following installation components: plastic or foam closure strips, end wall flashing, ridge cap flashing, fasteners, or silicone sealant. Please reference the installation guide for your specific application. Store sheets flat in a cool and dry place out of direct sunlight. Do not cover the stack of sheets with a heat-absorbing material. Before you build, you will want to determine your roof pitch. The angle or pitch of a roof is calculated by the number of inches it rises vertically for every 12 inches it extends horizontally. We recommend a minimum roof pitch of 2 inches for every 12 inches. Construct the basic framework of your project according to your design layout, keeping in mind common lumber dimensions and standard panel sizes. We want rafters to be spaced at 24 inches apart on center. Install purlins and space them according to your local building codes. In heavy snow areas, check with code authorities for specific loads and stresses. Our maximum purlin span for CoverLite corrugated sheets is 24 inches. Plastic or foam closure strips may be used under the panels as fastener supports. Plastic closures are more rigid, while foam closures can be stretched slightly to align with the panels, forming a compression fit. We will be using plastic closure strips. Begin by aligning a horizontal plastic closure strip to one end of your bottom purlin and attach it using flat head wood screws. Join closure strips by snapping them together. Continue these steps of joining and fastening the closure strips for the entire length of the purlin. If the last closure strip is longer than the purlin, simply cut off the excess with a tin snips. Repeat these steps for the remaining purlins. To the outside rafters, we're installing vertical plastic closure strips. First, measure the distance between the horizontal closure strips and mark this distance on the vertical closure strip. Using a tin snips, cut the vertical closure strip to the correct length. Position the cut-to-length vertical closure on the rafter, checking the alignment on both ends. Attach the vertical closure strip to the rafter using flathead wood screws. Continue these steps of measuring, cutting, and fastening the vertical plastic closure strips for the entire length of the rafter. Repeat these steps of attaching vertical plastic closure strips on the other outside rafter. When cutting CoverLite corrugated sheets, we recommend using a circular saw with a fine-tooth blade. For curved cutting or notching, sheets can be cut using a jigsaw, tin snips, or metal cutting shears. Begin installation on the side away from the prevailing wind and rain direction. For our project, we will be installing sheets right to left. Never install sheets from both sides and work to the middle. Place the first CoverLite corrugated sheet. The UV protected side of the sheet has a product label indicating the exterior side of the sheet. Be sure to install the sheet with this label facing up towards the sun and the end corrugations facing downward. Bottom panels should overhang the lowest purlin by at least 1 inch, but no more than 3 inches. Using a 1/4 inch bit, drill a hole in the panel for each fastener. Pre-drill holes 3/32 of an inch larger than the screw diameter to allow for sheet expansion and contraction. Start fastening the sheet at the bottom, moving toward the top of the sheet. Do not fasten at both ends and move towards the middle. Fasten sheets at the peak of every third corrugation for roofing applications. Attach the sheet to the purlins using fasteners recommended for your specific application. For our project, we will be using number 10 wood grip screws with 1/2 inch neoprene bonded washers. Do not over-tighten screws. Position the second CoverLite corrugated sheet. Make sure the sheet overlap is facing away from the prevailing wind and rain direction. A minimum of 1 corrugation overlap is recommended. Do not stretch or force the sheet to overlap. Continue to pre-drill holes and fasten the remaining sheets following the installation steps of the first sheet. If you must walk or kneel on sheets during installation, use a sturdy board long enough to span 3 structural supports. Double check that all fasteners are properly secured. A correctly installed fastener will sit flush against the sheet. Make adjustments as needed. Silicone may be used as a sealant. Only 100% silicone is compatible with polycarbonate. Other caulking or sealants may attack the sheets. Check the silicone product label to ensure compatibility before using. Depending on your structure, it may be necessary to install additional flashing. For a sidewall structure, we recommend installing end wall flashing. At the peak of a roof, we recommend installing a ridge cap. Regular rinsing of CoverLite corrugated sheets with clean, lukewarm water is sufficient in dry areas. Mild household detergent may be used with a soft rag. Never use aggressive or abrasive cleaning agents. CoverLite Polycarbonate Square Wave Sheet is 24 inches wide and is available in 8-foot and 12-foot lengths. Color options include clear and smoke. CoverLite carries a limited 20-year warranty. At Amerilux International, we believe that customer service is one of our core competencies. Our dedicated team of customer service professionals can help answer all your product-related questions. Doing it yourself? Amerilux can help.